Welcome to GitPod Local's Thursday, January 22nd News Brief. I'm Jalen, one half of GitPod Local, the news half, and I'm here to tell you the biggest news of the day. And boy, did we have some news today. Evergreen. Today, during his House Judiciary Committee hearing, Jack Smith asserts Trump engaged in criminal activity in a heated Capitol Hill showdown. Here are some clips of his testimony today.
I stand by my decisions as special counsel, including the decision to bring charges against President Trump. Our investigation developed proof beyond a reasonable doubt that President Trump engaged in criminal activity. If asked whether to prosecute a former president based on the same facts today, I would do so regardless of whether that president was a Democrat or a Republican.
The Mango Maniac sues JP Morgan and its CEO, alleging that the bank closed its accounts for political reasons, which leads me to the reports that since he's been in office, he has pocketed at least $1.4 billion. He has made $1.4 billion, and the mainstream media had issues with a tan suit. The Mango son-in-law, Jared Kushner, revealed his myopic plan to build data centers on the ruins of the Gaza genocide. They bombed their buildings and civilians to high heaven, just to pave it over, and them, like they didn't exist. Today in Minnesota, Vice President Couchlever said, "I didn't say that officers who engaged in wrongdoing would enjoy immunity. That's absurd." He's right. What he said specifically on January 8th was, you have a federal law enforcement official engaging in federal law enforcement action. That's a federal issue. That guy's protected by absolute immunity. We got it on tape, bro. Speaking of insanity and cruelty, ICE detained a 5-year-old boy coming home from a Minnesota preschool. He was then used as bait to get his mom out the house, and then he was deported to Texas. As you can imagine, this has pissed off a lot of folks, myself included. In El Paso, a Cuban immigrant in ICE custody died of homicide due to asphyxia, the autopsy finds. This finding comes after the New York Times reported that Cubans in Florida are actually shocked that they're being deported in record numbers. The Mango in Chief is aiming for a regime change in Cuba by the end of the year after the Venezuela raid. New estimates show that the South African apartheidist chat box flooded X/Twitter with millions of sexualized images in days. How many kids does this guy have again? And finally, the Oscar nominations were released today, with Sinners breaking the record for most nominations with 16, including Best Picture. Take that, Rolling Stone, Vanity Fair, etc., etc., etc. Those are your headlines for today. We will release a recap of all the news of the week on Friday, so if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, share, and restack. If you're not following us on Substack, please do, so you can get this and all of our newsletters and podcasts and straight to your mailbox. We also post these in video form on YouTube and soon Substack TV, so if you want to see my face contort while I try to add levity to the empire burning down, subscribe there too. We keep up with all the news, policy, and elections for you, so you don't have to. Aren't we sweet? Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.